I saw her. Oh, hey guys, good morning. It is Saturday and it is a very beautiful morning here in Arizona. Not really cold, it's Arizona. So we got home really late from date night. It was very nice to get away with no kids and spend time together to connect. Now, my kids, I'm outside because my kids are really loud. We do family movie night every Friday, so they have a slumber party downstairs. We have a big screen TV, so it's kind of like a drive-in where they get to sleep and they have popcorn and pizza, and it's something that we do every Friday. They enjoy it, so I let them sleep in. So I'm getting ready to do some shipping, and then I'm going to head out to the auction house because I did an auction last night and I won an item, just one. I was outbid on a lot of other things, but yeah, so I'm going to do the shipping and then we'll get on our way. Now this salt and pepper shaker I bought a few years ago and I just recently listed it. I actually kept it for myself and I kept it for myself with the intention of using it during Halloween, and I never did. I forgot about it. And so I found it again and I was like, well, you know what, if I didn't care for it the last couple of years, then it's time to go ahead and sell it. So there is a story behind this. I did purchase it at Goodwill. I saw it at Goodwill and I don't remember why. I made haste and I left Goodwill for some reason. I can't remember why, but I remembered the salt and pepper shaker. I came back and sadly somebody, they must have pulled the tape back that holds the salt and pepper knotters, the little skulls that sit in there, and one of them was broken. So they must have pulled the tape back and one fell out, because they just kind of sit in here and they rock, and that's why they're called knotters. And so I took it to the cashier. She called the manager because I said, it's broken. There's no way I'm not going to pay full price for it. Is there any way you can lower the price? And the manager was like, yeah, we're not going to be able to sell that because it's broken. He gave it to me for 99 cents. And because I used a 20% off coupon, I got it for 79 cents. And it only had one good knotter. I did throw the other one away. Now, what I did when I got home, because I had the intention of keeping it, somebody on eBay was selling 2 replacement knotters and I bought them. So I think all in all I've got maybe $20 into this after tax and shipping for the replacement knotters, and that is why there is a third one in here. So like I said, I forgot about it, so I went ahead and listed it, and so now somebody is going to have this lovely set. It is really cute, and they have the extra knotter, so in case they accidentally break one, there's a third one in here. Okay, cannot reach that. That one's gonna have to wait because I am like way down here and it is way up there. I have it on a filing cabinet on a shelf to keep it out of the way of children with sticky fingers so it does not get damaged. So that is just gonna have to wait till later, and I will pack it. It is the weekend, so I'm still good with eBay's shipping policy. I'm still within the time frame, so that can actually wait a little bit. Okay guys, this is not reseller related, but we got our yearly Christmas card from Ryan Reynolds. You know, the actor Ryan Reynolds. He owns the phone company that we go through, which is Mint Mobile. And last year we got his Christmas card and it was really funny. So I'm gonna open it and see what the company sent us this year. So hang on a second, I'm gonna open. Okay you guys, so this is his Christmas card this year from Ryan Reynolds. It is funny. So he actually gave us like a little paper doll this year. Hang on, I'm trying to do this one-handed. So, it says on the back, it says Happy Holidays from Mint Mobile. So sending you a little ornament because that elf can burn in hell. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So his Christmas cards are funny. Yeah, so he owns the company Mint Mobile. So it is Ryan on an Island. And oh, it is funny. It's just a paper doll. It is a paper doll. It is hilarious. We put his Christmas cards up with our other Christmas cards, and people, they're like, "Why do you have a Christmas card of Ryan Reynolds?" And we tell them, "Oh, because he sent it to us." And they're all BS. And they turn it over, and it says from Ryan Reynolds on it, and they're like, "Holy crap, it's from Ryan Reynolds!" So his cards are hilarious, and I just thought that was funny to share with you guys. Okay, guys, we are at the auction house. My eyes are all red. So you can actually see it right there behind me. So I did win one item and we're here to pick it up. I don't know if they're gonna let me film. This is only the second time I've been here before, so we'll see. Okay, so I ended up not filming, but this is what we picked up. This is a Santini figure from Italy, and I'll go over it more in tomorrow's video. You will see, but this is pretty big. It is pretty big and it is heavy, so I'll go over this item more in tomorrow's video. Hey guys, so once a month my whole family, if they're available, we come together and we have family game day. And it literally lasts all day. You know, everybody will bring a snack and we'll just sit here and play games. Now, I am trying to teach my little ones how to play Uno, because that is a family favorite, and we do not play by the actual Uno rules. We have what we call family rules. So the little ones are trying to learn how to play, because we have next week, we have a family gathering. It is the goodie exchange. If we have time, we'll probably play a round of Uno, and if we do, the little ones want to play. Now, because of our family rules that we have, we play 4 or 5 decks all together, and with our rules, our games will last for hours, literally all day. So I am just trying to teach them, so if we do play next week, they are prepared, because this will be their first time that they're going to play. We had a real bummer this week. One of our items was returned to us. It is a piece of artwork, and it is a high dollar piece of artwork. Unfortunately, the delivery service was unable to deliver it. It was undeliverable. The reason that we got from the delivery service was kind of weird, because the buyer had quite a bit of feedback. So it's not like it wasn't legit. I don't know what happened, and it wasn't like they're really far away either. We're going to hang on to it, hoping that we hear back from the buyer. What we're going to end up doing is refunding the $450 and then relisting this item. And if the buyer is still interested, they will have to purchase it again. It is unfortunate because it is so close to the holidays, but it happens. Good morning, guys. It is a Sunday morning and it is pretty early. It is about 6:30 in the morning, so I'm an early bird. I'm surprised my early bird child is not up yet. He's usually up around the same time I am. But I have a lot on my plate today. Saturday is usually our R&R day, so we don't do a whole lot on Saturdays. Paul has bowling, you know, sometimes we have family outings. So Sunday is usually our cleaning the house day. So we've got a lot of picking up to do around the house. I have some running to do. I need a few decoration items. We threw away a lot of our old decorations last year, so I have to replace those this year. And yesterday I was supposed to have coffee time with one of my friends, and she ended up canceling. Her son came down with COVID, and poor little guy, it was his birthday this weekend, so his birthday party was canceled, and she asked if people would be willing to do a drive-by parade, so we are happy to do that. So I need to run to the dollar store to get some poster paper and see if the kids can make little happy birthday posters, you know, just to tell him happy birthday, you know, because now he is, and he's got COVID, so he's going to be quarantined for a few weeks. So that has got to be really tough. I still have my Zoom meeting check-in with my mother today, so I've got that later today, and I have a list, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it all done. And I have some more shipping to do this morning, so that is good. I love it when I wake up with sales, so I have to get those done sometime today. Now, post is closed on Sunday, so it's not like I have to do it right away. So as long as it goes out tomorrow morning, I'm okay. So, like I said, Sundays is very busy for us. We have a big family breakfast every Sunday morning, so I have that I need to get started after I get my kitchen cleaned up. So, more to come. Hey guys, so we finished breakfast not too long ago. Most stores don't open till 10, so we are getting ready to head out. I did want to go over a couple of things. I reviewed the VLOGMAS First Friday video again, and I realized a couple things. One, I stated that we were getting away from jewelry. What I meant to say was we were getting away from jewelry mystery boxes. Mystery jewelry boxes are fun to open and go through, and they're great, but they don't make me any money because, you know, I don't make money on unbranded stuff. Sometimes I find a really good piece in there that I will make money on, but it's just not feasible for me to purchase them anymore. But I will still continue to sell jewelry because I do buy jewelry from the local auction houses. It's just more high-end jewelry, and so it's just, you know, trying to get away from the mystery jewelry boxes. And another thing is that if you watched my last Vlogmas video, I sold an expensive earring and necklace set. I decided to go ahead and discuss it now. That particular jewelry set, I got it back in July of 2020 from a local auction house. And it wasn't a lot of other high-end jewelry, which I've already sold. And so that $300 set, anything after the fees and the shipping, that was all pure profit. So this jewelry set, it was clip-on earrings. I think that's why it took a long time to sell, because it was waiting for the right kind of buyer to come along and snag it up. But yeah, clip-on earrings tend to sit for a while, but it was a great sale. So my kid is here, he's standing in front of me, so we're gonna head on out. We got places to run to, and I'll try to take some videos. just finished the birthday parade. The kids did posters and we blasted the Beatles' It's Your Birthday song as we drove by, so all the windows were down. The birthday boy was outside with his family and he had his mask on and it was really sweet. So I think he really enjoyed it. I hope it made his birthday a little bit better. It's so sad that he got COVID on his birthday, but I hope he gets better. It's 3:20. Wow, it's already 3:20 and I've still got a ton of things I gotta get done. Somewhere in there I need a nap. Well, guys, it has been a super busy day. I'm going to hit the pillow and I'm going to be out quick because I'm exhausted. It's been very busy. It's been very hectic. So I just finished recording my weekly eBay listing challenge video that I do every week with my mother. She's been a reseller since the 1960s, and I have been around reselling all my life. I've been in that community all my life. So it's funny. So I'm going to be up late reviewing all the footage, and for editing, Paul's got to edit it. So it's probably not going to be uploaded till Tuesday. So that it does take that long because he's going to do this VLOGMAS first. So that's going to take some time. Now, if you were watching the video, you would have seen that I was at that estate sale and there were some ceramic figures and stuff on there. And I did buy some stuff. So I have a funny little story. Actually, I'm going to show you the items that I got because I didn't go over them on my eBay listing challenge because I wanted to show them to you guys. So give me a second. I got to go get them. I moved them over. Okay, so I did pick up a few items, and so it was the last day of the sale, and it was only a few hours left. And normally when they do that, they will put it like 50 to 75% off because they're trying to get rid of it. Because a lot of times they're just donating it after they're done, and or depending, sometimes they will have another sale. It depends on the owner. So I did buy some stuff. And they had a ton of ceramics. Apparently the person had a hobby. They liked painting the ready to paint ceramics, which I was all for that because that's what I buy. I sell a lot of that stuff. So I was able to get a couple because they were really priced high. I think it was an appropriate price if you were buying it to keep, but for for a reseller like myself, I didn't see any profit in it because they had them priced at like $20. There were some when I first came in, they were priced at $45. That's a bit much for me. That's probably what I would have sold some of those items for, but not for reselling purposes. So, but I did, I didn't walk away empty-handed. I did find a few. Now, I did recognize these. These are from the 90s. There are 3 different ones, and I recognize it because I actually have the smaller versions for myself. I painted them back in 1994, 1995. I think, wait, when was my first Halloween with Paul? 1994. Yeah. So 1994, and they come in a set of 3. And so there's this one here, and then there's this one. So my camera's trying to focus. I'm not using a filter, I swear. So he is cute. And then there is this one. There he is. I think they had a couple of this one, but it was really chipped. I didn't really feel like touching it up. Now he does have a chipped finger right here. That is an easy fix. If you guys ever see ready to paint ceramics that are painted at the thrift stores or wherever you go, yard sales, these come right out. If you use a fine grain sandpaper or the sandpaper sponges, just all you have to do is just round it off and it'll look just like a pinky finger. A lot of people don't realize that they can actually fix those with some sandpaper, and they're ready to paint. They're meant to be painted. So if you touch it up, you're painting it. It's fine. So I thought these were so cute. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them though, because I love Halloween. My whole house is done in Halloween. Um, so I might sell them. I don't know. If I do sell them, they're not going to be listed anytime soon, because I know it'll sit all year and I don't want to pay the fees every month for something that's going to sit, because it's seasonal. So and it gives me time to touch it up, to do that, because I think I'm going to antique it. I like the antique effect, not just the plain solid painting. So it gives me time to repaint it and then fix that finger that's on there. Now the next items I did get, and oh, these were $2 each. They have did I still have the tag on there? Oh yeah, yeah. So they are, I don't know if I can see that. Yeah, so there's $2. They were listed at $2 each, which surprised me. I don't know why those were listed at $2 each, because everything else was super expensive. I'm assuming it's because Halloween's already passed, and that's probably why, maybe. And that might be why all their Christmas stuff was priced really high. So they had a china cabinet, and I didn't film it because this place was packed. There were a lot of people there, mostly resellers like myself, and you can always tell another reseller because all you hear through the whole house is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Or you can hear them saying the item into their phone because they're looking for comps, and it's a dead giveaway, of course. But yeah, we get a lot of pickers and resellers out there. But there was a china cabinet, and it was right near where people were putting their stuff on hold, getting ready to check out. So it was blocked, and I wasn't trying to be rude, but I guess I came off rude to the lady that was there. And I kind of said something because I was getting irritated because they only had like 2 or 3 people that worked this estate sale, and the whole place was packed. And I kind of said, whose crap is this? So I was like, oh, I was like, why do they have a bunch of crap in there? And I can't get in there if I want to buy something. So a lady was like, oh, are you checking out? And I was like, what? And I turned around and she's like, are you checking out? And she was kind of snotty about it, but I think it was just in response to what I said. Anyway, so I said, no. And she's like, oh, well, let me get my crap out of the way. So I was like, oops. So sometimes I don't have a filter. I don't have a filter sometimes, and just God forgive me, because I'm probably gonna go down below for a while, but so I don't mean it. I just anyway. So I finally got into the china cabinet because she got all her crap out of the way. Oh. Oh, oops, I'm probably gonna have to edit this, but oh well. So I found these in there. They are, and let me put my hand up here behind it. It is a Joseph Originals mouse, and it has the original tag on there, and of course he's got the little sticker, the Joseph sticker. Now I just sold a Joseph original figure, I think it was 2 days ago, and I listed him, and it was a little there's a collection where it's a Santa Claus who's sitting in his chair, and it's a bunch of children figures, and we are supposed to line them up like they're standing in line waiting for their turn to talk to Santa. And there's just all these different ones, and I got it in a Christmas mystery box from an auction, and I was actually really surprised to find it there. And I tried looking up comps, but I only found one, and it was on WorthPoint, and it was in a lot of a couple other ones, and I don't have WorthPoint subscription anymore, so I didn't know what it was. So I kind of just listed it with a guess, and it was a little boy with glasses, and I'll have Paul pop a photo up over there in the corner for you guys because you can see it. I listed it for 22 bucks with best offer because I wasn't sure how much to list it for, and I literally listed it, and I went downstairs, grabbed my keys, and went out the door because I had to go pick up a child from school, and it sold already. I didn't even have a chance to start my car, and I went ching, and I was like, God dang it, I didn't have a price high enough. But you know, that's okay. Somebody got a great deal. I mean, it was pure profit for me, and I'm just glad it went to a good home, and he was cute. So yeah, so I saw these ones, and they don't sell for that much because they're mice. I guess it's the right person needs to come along who collects mice. But here is the other one. She's a nurse, and she's holding a little bottle of pills, and she's cute, and she's got her tag as well. So they don't go for very much, but they had $5 stickers on them, and I will tell you more here in a minute. So I did not get them for $5 each. And then so they had another one in there. They had this one. Let's see here, I'm trying to get it so it's not blurry. It is an elephant. Oh gosh, it looks kind of creepy looking at it here, but it's actually pretty cute. It is also Joseph original. It's got the tag on there. And this originally came in a set of 3. It was a mom and dad and a baby. And the baby looks like Dumbo to me, but it's not. It's not Disney. So that actually sells for about $20. And he had a $5 sticker on him, and I did not pay that much. So I'll get to that in a moment. So those are what I got there. And then I got these. You might have seen these in the video footage. They were on the shelf with these Halloween figures, just kind of standing in the back, and they have $2 price tag on there. It's a plug-in pumpkin candle. So it lights up. There you go. It's a tabletop plug-in light. And so there's the plug there. It is from 1994. And I looked up comps, and there were a few. And of course, they sold in October. So this is going to be another thing that I'm just going to keep until the next season. They sell used out of the package for a pair, $30. So these are new. Well, they're pre-owned, never been used, I think. So I don't want to open the packaging. I'm going to list them. When I do finally list them, I'm going to list them as pre-owned, untested. So I will make sure to state that they're untested, because I don't know if they're gonna, the bulb might burn out or something as soon as they open it. I don't know. So that was a great deal. I did not pay $2 for them. I paid less than that. And one more thing I did get, here it is here. I got this, and I have it lit, and I'm showing you the back, of course. It is, okay, so if you've ever seen these before, I've never seen, I looked comps up online on eBay, and I didn't see them with these mini poinsettias with the little pine cones, and I did not see them with these. I'll see now this one. Oh, there goes. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh, I'm gonna have to disclose that. Shoot. So these are the original light bulbs that go with this. It's trying to focus my thing. So, and then it's got the tiny poinsettias. These are cute. They do, I think they, yeah, they slide on and off, and I'm not going to do it. So these are really old. If you know the history of the candlelight in a window, that's what those are for. They're for the tradition of, there's a couple different ones. It depends on which region you grew up in the US. So I've seen those before. My great-grandparents used to have those because my great-grandparents came here from, well, my great-grandmother came here from Scotland and Ireland because she's Scottish Irish, and they actually owned a set of those. They would put it in their window at night, and it was during the time when they were in England and Catholicism was being banned, and so they would put a light in there to let the priests know that they were welcome in their home. It was kind of a way for that. Now there's that version, and then there's another version say putting a light in the window, meaning that you are welcome in this home. You know, you can Google the history of it, but my great-grandparents used to put those in their window, and I recognized it when I saw it. So I bought that. They had a $2 price tag on there. I'm really bummed right now because that light bulb does not, you have to wiggle it. So there's something electrical wrong in there. I'll have to make sure to disclose that. I'm going to list that here this week because I know that will sell. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it'll sell. Not for a whole lot. Maybe 20. I might list it 25 with best offer because it has the little poinsettias and the original light bulbs. Although the one light bulb is kind of faulty there. So that's a bummer. That might be a deal breaker. So it might end up selling for $20. So there's quite a few listed. I'm hoping that somebody will be interested in purchasing it. So that's really nice. So those are all the things that I got at the estate sale. So I didn't do too bad. I got up to the counter, and there's one thing you need to know about me. I'm a haggler, and I will haggle until I get the price that I want because that's how I am. And sometimes, yeah, I can be a little pushy without realizing it, and it's habit. So we went up there, and it's only 2 hours left of the estate sale, and it was the last day. Most of the time the stuff gets donated to a local thrift store. Most of the time it gets donated to Goodwill, and yeah, Goodwill's not nonprofit anymore, so we all know about that story. Anyway, so she rang me up, and I was like, how much is this stuff? I was like, what? And she's like, oh, well, let me add my, she's like, oh, let me give you the 25% discount. And I was like, 25? And I was like, that's the best you could do. I was just like, what? That's the best you could do on a last day on the, for the last 2 hours? Because normally in an estate sale on the very last day, it'll be anywhere from, it'll usually be 50% off. And then if it's on the last day, and if it's in the last couple of hours, what they do normally, estate sale companies, they'll announce 75% off everything. And I think that's why it was packed. There were so many people there because I think they were waiting for, the announcement. Because a lot of times that's what they do here. Because they were all just kind of standing around with the stuff in their arms. They had their IKEA bags full, and they were just kind of standing around waiting for that 2-hour countdown, and nothing happened. And I was just like, what thrift store are you going to donate? Because I was just like, I'm not paying that price. And yeah, I was a little pushy, I guess, but I was still nice about it. But she got flustered. I think she wasn't used to people trying to haggle, because I was trying to start haggling. I was trying to negotiate, and I was like, I'm buying a whole flat of stuff. Can you do better than the price? Than 25% off. So I got her down to $18. So she was just, well, because she was like, and realized I had a whole line of resellers behind me with totes of stuff. I mean, they were just buying tons of stuff. And you can hear the, behind when she wasn't going to budge the 25%. You know, when you run into another reseller, you kind of like tag team. So, even though you don't really know each other, yeah, they were like, wait, what? Only 25%? The lady, there's only 2 hours left, you know. And so she got flustered, and so yeah, I got my stuff for the price I wanted. So these things only cost me $1.80 each. It is in my nature. That is how I am. I'm a haggler, you know, by birth. That is just the way it is. I try to get the best prices I can, because I know most of the time these things are just donated. And a lot of stuff right now, the way the thrift stores are, they're just so overwhelmed with stuff, it just goes right into the trash. So, you know, just please give me a deal, and I will leave and it'll go to a good home, I promise. You know, but so yeah, that was the checkout story. And so the other story is, and this is going to make me blush because I was so embarrassed, and it takes a lot to embarrass me. The only one that's able to do that is my husband, and one of my dear friend who lives in Michigan. He does it because we're like the Three Musketeers. So I got the notification. I get the email notification from a lot of estate sale companies, and when I got it, I didn't really look at the photos. So what I saw was all the little ceramic ready to paint stuff, and that caught my eye, and I was like, oh, okay, let's stop and get it. Let's go take a look. Most of the time, you know, good estate sale companies, they either state no children under 13 or nobody under 18, you know, things like that. They'll make sure, and then they'll post pictures. I didn't have any pictures that I noticed, and I'll have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything. I went in, and it's a house, and it's French doors when you first come in, and there's a mud room. Yes, we have mud rooms in Arizona. It's kind of strange, but yes, we do. And then there's another double doors that you go through, and you would go up into the living room because it's sunken down. It goes up, and you couldn't get past because that was the checkout. So your option was going to the right or to the left. And there was a lady standing there. She was directing people, and she told me, if you want to go to the right, you'll go right through the kitchen to the garage, and then right into the backyard because there's more stuff. And she's all, but if you want to go to the left, she goes, there are VHSs, DVDs, CDs, and tons of vintage records. And the vintage records were everywhere in the house. It was a reseller's dream if you sell records. And then she goes, and then all the vintage magazines are in the back room. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Vintage magazines. I love vintage magazines. I sell those. So I took a hard left. And I went into the music room because that's where all the VHSs and the DVDs and the records, all that stuff is in there. And I was taking a look in there, and you can see it in the video. There's stuff that's in plastic wrap VHSs. And I was looking at them, and I noticed there were a lot that had the tag of Zia and Zia Records. They sell used stuff, and what they do is they put their own shrink wrap on there. And as soon as I saw that, I put everything down, because a lot of times it's used, and you can buy it and sell it used. That's fine. I don't do that though. I only buy new, and I knew it wasn't the original packaging, so I put it down. And of course, there's a lot of resellers in there with all their IKEA bags, with all their stuff full and checking comps. So I turned around. I decided to take my son. He's number 3 and he's only 11. He was with me, and we booked it to the back room. And of course, I'm trying to make my way to the back room, and it's a long hall. And there's some gentlemen that were kind of like, oh, excuse me. And because they really wanted to get in that room. And I'm like, okay, you know, fine. You want those vintage magazines? That's fine. And I got in the room, and the whole room, there were bookcases almost all the way around except for the window. And in the middle, there were these long white fold out tables. And there were banker boxes stacked too high underneath the tables. You know, they were underneath the tables, and they were stacked all up on top of the tables. and they were just everywhere. And it was floor to ceiling. And I'm like looking in there, and the first thing I see is the middle table. And I saw a banker's box, and I recognized the magazines were turned around, and they were old vintage cigarette ads. And so I was like, yes, I hit the jackpot. And I think I said it kind of loud too. I was like, I remember I don't have a filter when I'm at these things because I'm like, yes. And my son number 3 is poking me. He's like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And I'm all, hang on, hang on, hang on. And I'm like, okay, I hit the jackpot. I went, because there's all these gentlemen in here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I noticed the guy on the other table looking at me with a big old grin, just ear to ear. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know. Oh, am I having a good hair day? You know, am I looking good? And I didn't notice anything. And I noticed a gentleman in the corner, and his back was to me, but he was kind of angled to the side, and he was holding up a magazine like this, and he had it all up. And I'm like, oh wow, that magazine has a fold out. And then I got a really good look at it, and I saw her. Oh, so I realized I was in a room full of X-rated stuff, and I got a good look, and it was Playboy, Hustler, and all the banker boxes, and all the bookshelves had movies. So I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder that guy was grinning at me. Okay guys, so what I was trying to finish telling you was that my son was behind me. He was trying to get in the room, basically. Thankfully, you know, he didn't get all the way in, and I immediately turned around and pushed him back into the hall. And so, yeah, so that was my embarrassing moment at an estate sale. I have never been to an estate sale like that, and I was thinking, gosh, you know, he has some hobbies there. So, you know, he collects ready to paint, you know, ceramic stuff, and then music and videos, and yeah, so never experienced that before. I did go back to the notification, and there were photos, but they were photos of the covers of the magazines, so it's not like they didn't have a disclaimer in there stating, you know, nobody under a certain age. And I booked it out of there so fast to look at the other stuff, but I didn't even notice the sign at all. I mean, if they did, they did not mark it well enough. So that was my embarrassing moment of the story. So moral of the story is be aware of your surroundings when you go to these. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Vlogmas. So I'm going to go ahead and finish today's Vlogmas and get that done, and I'm going to finish editing this video. So thank you guys. Bye now.